Hello, welcome to SM Tech World. Today we are going to solve this lead code problem of June 28, day 28 challenge. The problem is reconstruct itinerary. So if you read the problem statement, it is saying that you will be given one two-dimensional array, or you can say list of string with the alternative from. So each list will contain two values: the from which airport the passenger wants to travel, and to where the destination. So starting station, starting airport name, and destination airport name. So each list will consist that, and you can see the input will be like this: list of string, and then again one list, and you need to output so you need to calculate the whole path from the starting station. So always the journey will be, if you read the note, it's written that the journey will always begin from the JFK airport. So you need to start from JFK and you need to find the corresponding path unless anything left. So let me explain this. So suppose I already draw something. Let me explain it to you. So this is our input array, right? So we can think each and every airport as a node of a graph, right? So we can see that I already defined the JFK node, and we need to start it from JFK only. So at first step what we can do, we can draw the adjacency list. So let's connect this graph or graph nodes at first. So let me start. So how can I solve? So this is your input, right? So you will start from JFK and you will check from JFK where can I go. MUC, right? So from JFK we have one value, to AMC, right? Then again we have the connection between MUC to LHR, right? Then again we have connection between SFO and SJC. So I can again draw a path SFO to SJC, right? Then again I have last connection LGR to SFO, right? LGR to SFO. So this will be our traveling path, right? So user will start from JFK, then from JFK he can go. There is only one option. He can go only. User can go, or traveler can go to MUC airport only. From MUC he or she can travel to LHR. From LHR he or she can travel to SFO. Then again from SFO he or she can travel to SGC. So this will be your path. So you need to return JFK, MUC, LHR, SFO, SGC. Yeah, this is the first example, but if you check the second example, it say that the input can consist multiple destination, and but starting station can be same. And if you face this kind of scenario, then we need to check the lexical order and take the larger one. So you can see that from ATL, right? In this example, from ATL to SFO, we have multiple options to go. So we need to take the lexical one at first. Fine. So at first I will take the JFK, then I can do the second one, so second path. So yeah, so if you check my example, that it's like that we need to traverse this gap, right? So there is one algorithm, one of the popular algorithm for gap traversal is DFS, depth first search. So what we will we will go start from a location, in this case JFK, and we will start till the depth or the end. Then we need to backtrack it, because in some scenario from SFO we can go to other location also, right? So we need to again backtrack it, and we need to check that if there is any node, any connection left with other node or not. If it is left, then again I need to start traversing from there only. So this is how we can solve this problem, right? So at first what we will do, we will create our adjacency list. So I can take one map, so this should be map key, and I can take one list or priority queue. I am taking priority queue because in priority queue, right, everything will be sorted according to your priority. So we have one condition in the node, right, that it should be sorted in the lexical order. So if I am going to take the priority queue of a string, then it should be automatically sorted. So I am going to use Java to solve this problem. So what I will do, so at first I will create my adjacency list, so that this thing, adjacency is nothing but this thing, this representation, so that we can represent it using a map, so that we can iterate through that map and we can find the destination or path, right? So my adjacency list will look like this at first. MUC, for MUC I have only one destination, it's LHR. For again for the JFK I have only one destination, MUC. For SFO again I have only one destination, SGC. For the third one I again have only one destination, LHR to SFO. Then whenever I am done with my adjacency list, then I can start processing. Similarly, if I have multiple destination, then I can add it here like XYZ. So suppose in this case, suppose my key is MUC and I want to check it to follow the lexical ordering, right? So at first I will pick LHR, I will traverse to that LHR, then again I will pick this one XYZ. So I will traverse till I don't have anything left in my list. So yeah, now let's write the code. So what I'm going to do, at first I am going to, as discussed earlier, I am going to take one hash map, right, where we are going to store the adjacency list. So my key will be string, and my value will be a priority queue, and priority queue will store the value like string only, and let me name it as destinations. Equal to, let me initialize this also. I will going to use hash map where yeah, so this will store my adjacency list. Now I need to return one list, right? So with the path, all the paths. So let me declare it also, list paths, or should be one linked list. I am going to use linked list. Yeah, that's pretty much. Now I am going to populate this adjacency list, right? For that I need to traverse to that given ticket list. So it should be list string and it should be ticket. Let me name it as ticket, and I am going to traverse to this ticket list, right? Yeah, that's good, that's enough. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to store it for better understanding. I am going to store it as from. So what will be the from value? So our first element of the list will be my from value, from where I am going to travel, right? Or traveler going to travel. And second value will be true value, the destination one. So it should be ticket dot get 0, right? Ticket dot get 1, sorry. So second value will be our destination and first value will be our starting point. Now what I am going to do, I am going to check if this was my array, right? Destination contains key. What was our key? From, right? If it is contains key, then I am going to add in that existing list, right? Existing priority key, you can say. So what shall we do? Destination dot get, again the from, that was my key, and then whatever I am getting, I am going to add the 2 there. That's pretty much. And if it don't contains the key for the first time, what I am going to do, I am going to declare another priority queue. List, and I am going to fetch the value from here. I am going to initialize one, right? New priority queue. It should be string. Yeah, that's pretty much. Let me copy it. So I am going to create another priority queue, and I am going to add my destination for the first time, right? And whenever I am done with that, I am going to put the same in our destination map, right? So destination dot put what will be my from value? It should be my from value, and whatever I'm going to put, I'm going to put this blank new adjacency list, right? Yeah, this section of code will populate my adjacency list, right? Now what I am going to do, I am going to create another function. Probably I will name it as DFS, and I am going to give him my starting point. In this case it should be JFK always, and whenever I am done with the traversal of the graph, I am going to return the path. That's pretty much for this function. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create my DFS function here. So I am not going to return anything, so I will take void, return type will be void, and it should be DFS. And what I am going to pass, I am going to pass the name, starting name or starting point. Fine. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create one priority queue, something like this. Let name it arrivals equal to new, so equal to whatever our destination. Basically what we are doing, we are just fetching the adjacency list for corresponding key or for corresponding starting point. In this case it is JSP, right, for the first time. So I am fetching all the lists, right? So if you check, I am fetching this adjacency list, right? Then I will iterate through this adjacency list. So it is arrivals. I will iterate when this should not be null. It should not be null, not equals to null, and it should not be empty, right? So is empty. It's not empty, right? Yeah. If it's not empty, then I am going to again call the DFS. So what I will do, I will poll from the priority queue, right? So it was my priority queue name. So I am going to poll the first value. So what poll do? So it pulls the first value and delete the first value from the list. Yeah, that's pretty much. Whenever I am done with that, I am going to add it in my path or the final list. So I always should add it at the first location. What should I add? I am going to add this starting point, right? Yeah, that's pretty much. Let's run our code and check that it is throwing any error or not. Yeah, it's throwing error. So there was some mistake, typo. Let me fix it and again run it. Yeah, it's giving me runtime once again, and let me submit the answer also. Yeah, it's accepted. Let's check our time. So you can see that runtime is it's spitting 99.98% of the Java submission, and we are taking 40 MB space. Yeah, that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.